Hello, it is August the 8th, 2020. Just looking at the bottom part down here, hadn't really messed with it in a while. Had to pull my mammoth Russian sunflowers because birds were starting to nibble on them. And a few small ears of Indian corn. We got some beautiful swan neck gourds. Just so big and beautiful this year. I love growing these things. Oop, where'd he go? There it is. There's one, barely see it. There's another one. Here's the Mondo. Big, big, big. So you can actually, when these get ripe, you can pull them and let them age for about 6 months until they hollow out and get done molding and doing all that. And then you could actually paint them to look like swans or whatever, or the ones with the straight necks, you could just use them like a birdhouse gourd if they're big enough. I love these little two-tones. Like this one right there. These things can get so huge, almost as big as a pumpkin. As I'm coughing, I was going through head-high weeds and corn stalks a while ago, and I should have learned from times past that when you walk through tall stuff over your head, you keep your mouth shut so you don't suck a bug down a lung. These are huge, massive. We've got a few Desert King watermelons growing. Not really growing as fast as I thought for as much as I've watered them, but then again, I'm not really sure how big they get. It's supposed to be a really drought resistant type. And the last stand of Indian corn. These are supposed to be the giant ear ones, so we'll see. The other ones hardly ever got watered, so they didn't make hardly anything, but I have these in a place where I can water them. And there's the pumpkin field. Start on this side and go over. I've learned something. I was Googling when I was doing all this. I should have asked people instead of just looking online. But it was saying anywhere from 3 feet to 5 feet to 6 feet spacing and stuff like that. And I have noticed that when the ones that have taken off are the ones where no bare spots were. And all the plants are there and they interlocked. And they absolutely shade and help each other grow and help keep each other cool. And the biggest pumpkins are hidden in those patches. Sorry. Now these standalone ones, they'll do all right and they'll make a pumpkin. But I guarantee you, from past experience, these, where it's just a solid sea of leaves, the biggest pumpkins will be in there, and I may not even know they're there until the plants die back. And Lord, if I just had thought to sprout seedlings and put them back in instead of just replanting seeds, because every time the initial ones come up and I saw their bare spots and I replanted, something dug them up, I replanted, something dug them up, and I replanted, something dug them up. I killed one groundhog and slowed it down, but still. See, this should be an entire sea of leaves instead of all that blank spots. It should look just like this. But next year, I will know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you want to follow along on the Honeywell Farm / pumpkin / a lot of things adventure, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell.